Okay, Twitter is like a chat room. How many people have used Twitter? How many people have used Twitter but don't know what the hell it's for? Okay. So, Twitter is very simple if someone tells you what the hell it's for. Twitter is basically a live search engine. Everything that you type or anything that anybody types in Twitter gets thrown out into the cloud, and the only way to get it back is to search for it. So when you're searching, having a conversation, you're constantly searching for your own name so you know who's talking to you, and tags of subject. So if you want to have conversations with people about dairy, search pound dairy. It's called a hashtag. If you want to have a conversation and know what people are talking about on the larger ag discussion, then ag chat is the tag. So write this down, pound ag chat, go to Twitter, put that in, and start listening to what these people have to say. After a while, you'll get it, and then you can start talking to them too. And every Tuesday night from like 4 to 6 or 5 to 7, they have an actual moderated chat. And then at that point, you would go to a third-party application, like it's called Tweet Chat, and you can put in Ag Chat, and then you only see the conversation. So there's actual discussion going on. It's global. There's people from all over the country, for and against agriculture, having discussions on all kinds of specific topics that are moderated in this group. Okay, and then there's also a thing called Follow Farmer. If you Google this Follow Farmer thing, it gives you a list of about 300 or 400, maybe it's 600 by now, farmers who are on Twitter tweeting about ag issues. So you can follow all these farmers and know what they're talking about. Okay, also other things like YouTube. You can use YouTube to document what you do, like Barbara does. I'll show you in a minute. Correct misinformation on Wikipedia, and tell your story through a blog. So don't let this guy tell our story. Anybody ever seen this Not Milk page? You guys have never been to Not Milk? Write this down. Go home tonight, type in notmilk.com, and read everything on this website. You have to read this. This is important to know. This is everything that we need to do, but the opposite. And now, Barbara Martin. So Barbara's going to come up and show her blog and how she runs her blog, and I'm going to stand here and operate the computer for her. How are we doing on time?
It's 5 to 3, and we're going to 3:10. Okay,
we can go to like 3:15,
yeah,
3:20.
Because the milk break, ice cream breaks after this. Yeah.
All right. We want to make sure you get as much as this.
Hi everybody, I'm Barbara Martin, and I'm at Western United Convention, and I am helping with a social media seminar. Can you believe that? And these are the people participating, and I'm very grateful that they're all here. And that is pretty much a video blog. I had not started with a video blog. I'd actually started reluctantly 2 years ago, like Mark was saying. He went to Dino and shared it with me, and basically what he was saying was another language. I'm not technical. That's why he's doing the computer part of it, because I couldn't even imagine speaking and doing that at the same time, trying to get a message across that makes any sense. So after our discussion, I went on Facebook. How many people are on Facebook? So already there's social media in the making right here. With Facebook, it was basically family, friends. I would post something regarding the dairy industry, and my non-ag friends and family, primarily Southern California, would come to the greatest defense of comments. You've got to be kidding. They've lowered the milk price again. What are they doing? It's so expensive in stores. These are your fans. They don't feel like fans because they're your friends, but this is how it all begins. From there, I went to Twitter. I looked at Twitter and go, what the heck? It's just a bunch of like random comments, and after a while you start reading it. I went on Twitter, and Dino was active on Twitter, and He introduced me to the Twitter world as here's a true dairy goddess, new to Twitter. Let's welcome her. And I started getting a couple followers and this and that. And at that time, I really thought about doing a blog. I was getting frustrated with the dairy industry. My blog kind of started out as, politics and frustration. And I did a post regarding the suicide in Kings County, in which a dairyman left his wife and 7 children behind. And that day, I get a Twitter message from a Twitter friend back east that says, "You made Google alert." And I'm like, is that bad? And she says, no, that means people are seeing, what you posted. That day I had 312 hits. I'm thinking, 300 just to look at what I had written. From there, I was kind of, I was liking how I was feeling. It was releasing something. I was getting a message, or what I thought was across. I had no expectations. As I encourage you, if it's something that you feel like you want to do, don't put pressure on yourself. It's something that you have to do from the heart, or it won't be successful. From there, writing takes a lot of time. I didn't go to college, and writing, and I wanted to represent my industry, the dairy industry, proudly. I take pride in the people I represent, and that's why I do it. And so writing became somewhat burdensome, and I know what I look at. I don't have time to read all the crap that comes through. And so I got this idea. I raised the calves on our dairy. I had one particular heifer that from day one, her and I just kind of bonded. She's a very odd heifer and quite human-like. And her name is Chica. And I thought, well, she grew and we had bred her and she's pregnant. I said, why don't I bring her to light, and show the non-Aggies kind of our relationship, my conventional dairy, our relationship. And it's not always a realistic relationship, but she's never haltered, never been a show cow. She's just, a cow that will come up to me and want to scratch and likes a little bit of grain or that. Or yesterday I was peeling her tangerines. She likes that too. Yes, and so in doing so, Chica, being pregnant, which we're all excited about, I'd have a little kid say, "How's Chica?" But she miscarried. So this was a little bit of the example of that video. Hi, there's Chica, and behind the camera is me, Barbara Martin. And I'm filming from a different location here at Martin's Dairy, and that would be our hospital area. And the reason Chica is in this area is that she, in the early morning hours, had a miscarriage of her calf. And so Chica right now is no longer pregnant, but as you can see, she's eating and well and happy. And though I'm very, very sad that she lost her calf, I'm very happy that she's okay, and we will give her a bit of a rest, and hopefully get her mate again, and she can try to have another baby calf. So I wanted to share this with so many of you that care for Chica, and want you to see how good she's doing after her miscarriage, and we're keeping her monitored in our hospital stream to making sure that she stays healthy and well. So I appreciate any thoughts and prayers that you have for us, and I look forward to reporting back to you next time with better news. Thanks for stopping by.